National Homeownership Month is in June. It's time to celebrate the value of owning a home and what it brings to families, communities, and neighborhoods across America. By becoming a homeowner, people get one step closer to the American dream, and we need to make sure we don't lose that. There was a recent article that came out talking about how they expect to have housing will be owned 40% owned by Wall Street companies or corporations by 2030. That is a staggering number. We cannot let that happen. So this month, we also want to share the joys of home ownership and what it brings to the communities. We want to encourage others to achieve the same thing. My name is Kevin Brierton, certified mortgage planning specialist. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the history in the US of home ownership. National Homeownership Week began in 1995, and it was a strategy through the administration under President Bill Clinton to increase homeownership across America. Later, in 2002, President George W. Bush expanded the period to observe this not just for a week, but for the entire month of June. National Homeownership Month reinforces the belief that owning a home is one of the steps towards achieving the American dream. Most Americans had no way of really owning a home in the 1800s. Mortgages became common only after the US banking system came into being after 1860s National Bank Acts. During that time, during the time of the Great Depression, though, if you look at that, the banks did not have money to lend, and the average borrower just didn't have any cash. So as a result, people couldn't afford to buy houses. While the existing homeowners often failed to pay their debts during that time, which also scared banks. To stabilize the housing market, we needed to stabilize the housing market at that time. The US government created the Homeowners Loan Corporation in 1933, then the Federal Housing Administration, or FHA, in 1934, and the Federal National Mortgage Association, also known as Fannie Mae, in 1938. All of these institutions took homeownership to new heights and helped prevent a crash in the housing market. That changed the face of housing industry as we know it, along with that of the American economy. Also, one of the big ones that changed was the GI Bill of 1944. This bill provided subsidized mortgages through the veterans of World War II, and another huge milestone in the history of Americans, in American history and housing, came when Congress passed the Fair Housing Act of 1968. This act was signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson, and it banned discrimination in housing based on the religion, race, gender, and national origin. This is a super impactful bill, and it came into being only a few days after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. And in FHA, so in its existence of 87 years, Federal Housing Administration, or FHA, has saved America almost $4 trillion in losses and also helped build household wealth for millions. It has helped more than 44 million citizens become homeowners, and we use it today as a great program. Thank you so much for watching. If there's anything I can do to help you realize the joy of homeownership, please contact us today. We'd love to hear your homeownership story.